Hello everybody, Crake and Bake here on the Avimore SMP, and well, I've got some good news. I'm kinda rich now. So there's no good way to segue into this. But I was out mining, and I came across perhaps the most beautiful thing I've ever seen in Minecraft. Right over here, I hit the jackpot. I mean, look at that. Look at all that. So many diamonds. So much redstone. I don't even know how I got so lucky. This is what it's all about. So thanks to my good find, I've got all these delicious diamonds, and they're just burning a hole in my pocket. So, I suppose there's really only one thing left to do. It is time to go shopping. As you can see, the shopping district has really been getting a lot of nice advancements. We have a portal over there, but the shops are really growing out and expanding, and there's a lot of fancy new shops. So to start things off, we need some wings. And right on up over here is one of the newer shops that I've been watching get built, and it's been a lot of fun watching it kind of coming up. And from what I understand, there are some wings oof, gotta keep on going right here, and they're already even enchanted. So I've got mending and unbreaking. Go ahead and do that. Oh boy. Plop those on. And there we go. Look at that. Look at that fanciness. Feeling pretty slick with these on board. And we're already up on a nice tall platform. So I suppose really there's only one way to break these babies in. Woo! Oh, been waiting so long to be able to do that. Felt pretty good. Whee! All right. Well, I've also got some more diamonds to go, so let's pick up another shulker box. I could use another one of those. And now that I've gotten my important jobs done of some wings and another shulker box, there's maybe a few diamonds left for some extra purchases. We'll just get like one or two, or I don't know, see how it goes. What are you talking about? I don't have a problem. You have the problem. This pile of cards, this is fine. I didn't empty the machine or anything. Don't need to worry about it. No worries at all. Okay, so I might be having a little bit of a problem. But look how fun they all are. Look at those floating little cards there with everybody's faces on it. This is going to be a lot of fun in the end. So I still don't know what a lot of these cards necessarily mean or do. Again, I think the rules are being developed, but look at all these fun things. Everybody's faces and names, and then the different item cards. So it's gonna be a lot of fun once this game kind of finishes getting developed and we're able to start playing. And yeah, just a little bit of extra fun in between all the mining and building and different things. So speaking of mining and building and different things, that brings me to the project that I want to engage in today. So I've been down in the mines doing a lot of digging around. I've been working at the shopping district and doing other things, but I am wanting to do some more expansions and things around my kind of home base area. So we'll start off. Woohoo! Going this way. Uh-oh. And so as you can see, kind of taken the back route from my base here. There's lots of jungle and lots of mountain area. And off over in this general direction is kind of a nice open area. The mushrooms are kind of starting out, and it just kind of seems to flatten out. Whoop! Oh, faceplant. But yeah, right around here where these pigs are hanging out, it's just kind of nice and flat. A generally kind of open area, except for the trees. And so I was thinking I would turn this area into kind of a little park behind my house. You can see it has kind of a loose connection point so far, just this little dirt bridge going across the tree. But otherwise my base is over there, so it'd be kind of nice. I can make like a little bit more of a proper bridge over this cavern, and then kind of have this whole area just to have as a nice little park and little wildlife area. So of course, to start in on this project, we'll need to take care of some trees. There, that should do it. So yeah, I've got the area coming across from where the bridge will be, going out through kind of this nice open patch now. Be able to go all around here, and then I did clear out a little bit of a back entrance too. I don't know necessarily what I'll put in that direction, but it'll at least open up for kind of some future terraforming. But yeah, I think this is a nice area to kind of work with. Not too huge, but still big enough to kind of get some nice landscaping and colors, and just a spot for some friendly mobs to wander around. So I think we'll start by making like a little pool area right up here. Maybe something like that. That's kind of a nice little opening pool structure. Get a little water going. And then I think we'll have the pool kind of trickle off, going down maybe over to this point. Seems pretty good. Something like that. So we'll need to figure out the path for this to flow down. Kind of thinking how it might naturally flow coming from up over here, down over there. Kind of cut away a little portion in the ground here. Maybe it gets a little tight right there and meanders off in that direction a little bit before finally connecting with what we got down here. And I think for now we'll just put a little dirt there and right there to help kind of block it in. Probably put some cobblestone and things along here later, but we'll start out with some dirt just to get the shape of it. Maybe make it so it's a little bit deeper in some portions. Maybe even go a little bit deeper right here, just to give it a little bit of character and texture along the way. Actually, I think we'll maybe make this one just a little bit bigger. There we go. A nice calm little pool to all carry down into. Let's maybe make it wind over that way just a little bit more. I'd like it to have a little bit more texture, or a little bit more shape, I should say. There, I think that just gives it a little bit more shape. You can feel it kind of coming up, starting at the top of the pool here, and then kind of arching around the corner, until finally kind of snakes around to that lower pool. I think that looks pretty good. So yeah, now I kind of start playing around with maybe doing a little bit of cobblestone, a little bit of mossy cobblestone, maybe find some lily pads to throw in there just for some extra color, but I think we got a nice little start to a park going on. Ooh, hey kitty. Ocelot. Tomato, tomato. Aw. Somebody must have felt bad for me losing Jack and went on a little rescue mission. Granted, now I'm wondering what they were doing around my base that was putting my axolotl at jeopardy. I will give him the benefit of the doubt. Wait, hold the phone, literally drop everything. I just heard a parrot. Oh, took my lighter off. Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? I hear you out here somewhere. Where you at, parrot? There you are! Oh goodness, you're cute. I think I have seeds. Yes, I have seeds. Hello. Are you gonna be the new Jack? You will love me. Oh, yes. Yes, hello. Oh, you're pretty. You are Jack too. I hope that doesn't, that name doesn't cause any issues. Alright, come up here. We're gonna get you into safety, because there are ocelots around here. And skeletons, but we won't talk about them too much. Yeah, oh goodness. You even look like the Jack I used to have. As a kid. Alright, come on inside. I promise it's okay. Hey. That's not such a great spot. Yeah, this way. Come on through the door. Come on. Come on, new Jack. Come on, Jack 2. Aw, look at you. Alright, we'll shut that. And you want to come sit on the jukebox? Oh, yeah. Yeah, this is a good spot for you. Yeah, right next to it's fine. Aw, look at you. Welcome to the house. Boy, I tell ya, you head back into your house and all kinds of distractions happen. But good distractions. So anyways, I've got a couple more supplies, and so we'll do a couple of things to spruce up our little creek here. So one of the first things we'll kind of play around with is just kind of the bottom of the creek itself. So I figured rather than these dirt blocks, we can try a little bit of a clay bottom. So I feel like doing something like this, especially for the pond portion, just kind of helps to break up some of the general texture of, you know, the dirt and kind of makes it look a little bit more like the underwater portion. I might even try a little bit of maybe some gravel in with it. And so even though it's the bottom of the water scene, it still just kind of helps with a little bit of that color pop, color distinction. You know, it's not all dirt going the whole way. Oop, I missed a spot. But just kind of gives it a little bit of a different feel, like it actually is kind of a different entity than just, you know, water running over grass or dirt. And so then whenever you're kind of working on something like this, it's, you know, kind of nice to have, again, a little bit of a story behind some of the scenery, some of the terrains. So we've got the water coming out from out here, and then it kind of bends around this way. So, you know, maybe right here we put a little bit of a rock or something that the water had to circumvent around, and that's why it pushes off in that direction before flowing to that lower pool. We don't want it to be a particularly enormous rock, just something, you know, kind of in the way. And we want to give it a little bit of shape. So a lot of times the rocks that are right next to the water, you know, it'll maybe be a little bit smooth right there where the water's been running it down. And then it's maybe a little bit higher right up here, and The rock right by the water is smooth, but then, as you get a little bit further, maybe there's a little bit more texture going on. Not like this, though. Hooray, Minecraft, and being able to reset whatever we just made that we don't care for. Okay, I think I kind of like that. And then again, just thinking, giving it a little bit of shape, it goes into the water and things. And so it kind of looks like the water's, deflecting off of the rock, jutting out right there. And we'll also kind of, the rock's been up against the water, so we'll give it a little bit of story again. A little bit of moss right there. What do we think about that? I think that kind of makes sense. Maybe we'll have another rock that's like inside the water. So kind of like right here. This one isn't necessarily pushing the whole creek away. It's just kind of another rock that, happens to be there. A little moss right on the portion right by the water again. And that tall grass is actually pretty convenient with kind of the little bit of vegetation that'd be growing right off the bank. Can work around with some of the different kind of grass textures too, and the podzol. Just kind of give a little bit of different colorations along the way. And again, just thinking about how a river would naturally go. As the water kind of trickles down an area, it collects up sediments and things. So that's where kind of this gravel little bit of break kind of helps to give just a touch more texture. The rock has gotten nice and smooth, but some of the debris has kind of settled in, the kind of deeper spots in the more high active kind of dumping zones of the water. Just a little touch like that. So yeah, it's not too much for any major changes that we've done around the creek. Just a couple of things to give it a little bit of different coloration and a little bit of story, and maybe we'll throw a little bit of vegetation in here again. But otherwise, I think it's time we get maybe some boundaries going on around here. And so just like that, we've got a little bit more boundaries going on to this little getaway park. We've got some stone fencing with some areas that have started to get a little bit aged. And then as we kind of keep going around the back, you can see it heads right on off to whatever we might do off in that direction. Now I do have our added layer of security. I'm hoping that this works, where we can have our bushes underneath our moss carpet, and that'll help keep mobs from naturally walking across, because I would like it to be a nice open entrance if I can help it. It's just, that the mobs are enjoying this area so much that why would they want to leave? They're not, being forced to keep in here because they're afraid of getting hit by some berry bushes or anything. So we'll just go around then and now just kind of do a little bit more plant life. So I already kind of left the low grass and the vines and things, just because that helps kind of give a little bit more character and life naturally to the area. But then we can go and throw, like, maybe there's a bush or two, maybe right here in this corner there's a little bush just hanging out by the water. And we could certainly make it a tall bush if we felt that was necessary. Might leave that. Maybe over this way we'll have another little bush or two just kind of hanging out. Just a couple of things here and there that can kind of spruce it up. Maybe in this shady corner too, we'll give a little bit of color and life. Yeah, you want to go over there, but you can't. Yeah, you can't. Good to see that's working. There's already some nice tree overhang, but then maybe just another like little bush, and that one can be a short one. Maybe over here too. We'll just have a shorter bush kind of mixed in amongst all the grass. There, just for a little bit of different color variety. And I did stick with the non-flowered bushes there, just because I feel like that kind of helps the area to feel a little bit more of that damp, moist going on. We'll also maybe throw a little bit of sugar cane around, just for a little extra height and different plant life. Speaking of some different plant life, it would be kind of nice if we maybe have a cherry tree growing right up here. Actually, right here. I think this will be the spot. But I'll just give a nice little decoration right there. And you know what? Maybe even another one right there. I feel like that'll help give just a little bit of different color, a little bit of different life of that big pink pop amongst all of the greens, especially the more muted greens of the moss blocks. So now right here, I've got a little bit of a special project that we'll start setting up. So right here seems like a pretty nice spot a nice open spot where if someone were coming to enjoy the park, they'd probably want a little seating area like right about here. So we've got a nice little bench area to come up and sit on and enjoy the wonderful water scenery. But you know, it can get kind of hot sitting under the sun without any shade. But with a couple of support poles and then some cross supports, some little roofing pieces, suddenly we've got a nice little gazebo. Peaceful and just lovely. It just kind of adds that nice little decoration piece as we're coming up on it, getting to see that little bit of structure and then the rest of the natural park, especially once our plant life finishes growing in. I think this is going to be kind of a nice little spot. So now that we're getting such a cozy little park and wildlife area, and I mean we already do have that friendly little pig bouncing around over there, but the other thing that this area is kind of missing is that pop of wildlife. I think it's time we go and find some other mobs to help fill it up with. Hello, sniffer eggs. So I found these 2 sniffer eggs off fairly early on in my explorations and finding this location. There was a hot water, underwater temple, whatever you call those things, just hanging out right at the base of the mountain. And there just so happened to be 2 sniffer eggs sitting there waiting. Yes, Piglet, you're very excited about this. And so we've got a nice little patch where there's a little bit of moss and kind of the shadier area. So I think we'll just a-boop, a-boop. And now we wait. Crackles. Little crackles. Ooh, they're really crackling now. Where my baby dinos at? Little baby sploot dinos. Ah! Aw, look at you. Ah! Another one! Aw, look at you cuties. Just sniffing around. Welcome to your new home. And I've got the perfect names already picked out for these cuties. You were the first one, and you are now Stinky. And you are Pete. Daw. You're so noisy, aren't you? Just sniffing all over the place. Oh, yes, you are. You gonna step on your brother's back? Or sisters, or... I don't know. You guys are dinos. Hey, play nice. Don't get kicked out of here, pig. So yeah, we'll let these 2 grow up, and then this will be their nice little habitat to keep hanging out in and searching for ancient seeds and sniffing and splooting and all that good stuff. And we can just kind of come by and sit down and hang out and watch them roam. And so, after just a touch of terraforming along our route from our back way, we can go along this path and either go off this way to our mine where we've been before, or we can go up this old rocky pathway along this old bridge right here, and voila, our lovely little mob garden, where we've got Stinky right here, And Pete right along the back. And somewhere's that pig. Hello, pig. We can just go, enjoy, and sit by the water's edge in the lovely, lovely nighttime sky. Just look at that lovely, lovely view we've got from here. Yep. It's a good day. And so, with our park all put together, there's just one little more piece to finish this scenery. Going along our nice path with a couple new additions of just some colorful arches, especially right at the front and back entrance. We'll just drop off our last inhabitant. Welcome to the garden, bud. And so, with that, I feel like this episode has come to a nice close. It took quite a while to get all of our decorating and terraforming done, but I think we got a really nice area set up for our good new sniffer buddies, Stinky and Pete. They're already finding me lots of seeds, and we got our happy little pink axolotl just bopping around. And those pigs wherever they ended up. But yeah, hope you enjoyed watching me fiddle around with making this garden, and otherwise just the rest of the episode in general. So thanks everybody who's been coming along. Hope you've been enjoying your time here on the Avimore SMP server. I know I've definitely been having a lot of fun. And otherwise this has been Crake and Bake, and we'll see you next time.